Hey there, audience. It's been a while since I've seen you, but I cannot wait to see you for our Baroque concert coming up this weekend. It is some really amazing music, like super fun and happy and very exciting, and then like this like bam at the end, neo-Baroque. I'm not convinced. So tell me all about it.
Neo-Baroque. Well, so we're gonna start with it's a Telemann piece. It's just called an overture, but of course it's more than an overture.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
it's a multi-movement work. It's like 7 short movements, and the first movement is still called an overture. So a lot of people took to calling these overture suite. You know, like the Bach orchestral suite.
Oh, okay. So it's like the overture. It's the suite.
Yeah, that first movement is still called an overture, but then there's a series of Baroque dances that are really fun.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
And so we're just in the first rehearsal, and we're trying to dance, right? We're trying to make everything dance and have a lot of fun and bring a lot of shape out of all the lines, and just because as always is the case with Baroque, the composers don't write in the details.
No.
You have to make it happen.
No, it's like blank. Like you get your music and there's just nothing
just
there.
Notes.
It's just notes, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right. Fortunately, we have.
So y'all just figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm showing.
But he's showing
so
like
much.
arms abound, and like, and he's told us you're not allowed to play any 2 notes beside each other alike. And so I'm over here like trying really hard. I don't know if I'm actually playing notes differently or if I'm just moving to convince myself, but by Saturday I will be playing.
We'll be dancing by Saturday. So, and hopefully you will too.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
And then of course the wonderful Bach Brandenburg Concerto number 1.
I mean, that's always a hit.
So always a wonderful thing. So 2 solo horns, 3 solo oboes, and a solo violin.
Yeah, 6 soloists. It's really like, we really get to showcase our musicians in this one because they are just fantastic. We just had our first rehearsal and they clearly came prepared because they sounded amazing.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Actually, our violinist, our oboists, and the horns all got together, and they've
Did they
already
really?
played it. Yes.
Oh, well, no wonder why they sounded so amazing.
Yeah, that's why they sounded great too.
And the horn part was like in the stratosphere.
It is screaming high.
Like, I was just I was completely shocked.
Yeah, it is a very, very high horn part. I'm guessing that Erin probably, when we programmed it last year, she probably went and got the music and started working on it.
Oh, really?
You know, back then, because you have to play very high but very light.
Yeah.
And clear.
And
a lot of times there are ornaments and everything. It's a very difficult thing. So Bach really, he tested his musicians. He didn't make it easy. And again, it's such a wonderful piece. And it almost feels a little suite-like as well, in the sense that there's a fast movement, slow movement, fast movement. And you almost feel like maybe it should be over, right? You almost think that should be it. But then there's this minuet and a polonaise and a crazy hornpipe that are all part of one movement. It's really interesting. So it's like these forms that we're used to, concerto forms, symphonic forms and that sort of thing. It was like they hadn't solidified yet. So you get all these wonderful surprises.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's cute. I love it. I mean, it's Brandenburg. How can you not? Yeah.
You gotta love Brandenburg.
And then we got the. Hold on, let me get this right. Roman.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So a wonderful violin concerto brought to us by our resident Baroque expert, Elisa Wicks. And we love her because she knows everything about the older styles. And so oftentimes I kind of know what I want, but since I'm not a string player, she figures out, here's how we're going to make this happen. And she demonstrates all the time. Like, hopefully all of you are just like, one eye on me and one eye on her all the time. Or mainly one eye on her.
Just like that.
Yeah. So, but she's just amazing. So it's going to be wonderful to bring her out front and do this absolutely stunning concerto. It's gorgeous. It's in D minor and it's just lyric and it's singing and it's just, the beautiful phrasing and just, it's just incredible. I can't wait.
I feel like she's going to have some cognitive dissonance, though, coming from just having played the fiddle for the Bridges over Madison County. So, like, this girl can play, like, anything. But, yeah, we really get to showcase her Baroque, so she won't be wearing the pigtails, but otherwise she'll be perfect.
I don't know. If we talk her into it, maybe Maybe she'll do the pigtails.
And she's so talented, I can't wait. It's always a pleasure to showcase Elisa. She's just fantastic. And then we end up with your neo-Baroque Frank Martin.
End up with? That sounds so promising. We finish with the last
the
piece
concert.
on the concert.
We summarize with Martin.
Right, Frank Martin, Petite Symphonie Concertante. And this is such a fascinating piece. And it is neo-Baroque. It's definitely neo-Baroque. Because you have multiple soloists, you know, the Concerto Grosso,
Okay.
this was the golden age of the Concerto Grosso, was the Baroque. And so you have a harpsichord soloist, and that of course says very Baroque as well, and a piano,
Yes.
which is very rare, and a harp
And
as
a harp,
well.
yeah.
So it's like all these, and there are solos, and then he divides the orchestra in two. So
Yeah,
we
that's
have
the cool part.
2 string orchestras, and there are soloists in each.
And we're actually physically separating into the 2 parts too.
That's right.
Which is gonna be
Divide and
so...
conquer, just
Yeah, well,
right down the middle.
I gotta tell you, second violin's, second part is going to dominate, so.
Okay, there you go. And but anyway, it's a great piece, and this is why the title of the concert is Baroque Tangents, because this is definitely a tangent off of the Baroque period, and it's more modern, but it really is interesting. And what fascinates me most is that it's not at all atonal or anything. It's very tonal,
No.
but it sort of leans a little dark.
It's,
For most of the piece, and then all of a sudden at the end he like just, and it's happy, and it ends in this like just over the top, just almost giddy sense of joy, and it's just an amazing piece. And now joining us for this is very important. Incredibly talented people. Dr. Zahari Metchkov on piano, incredible, and Simon Jacobs.
Oh, of course.
On harpsichord, which also incredible musician, and it's Jeanna Hunt on harp, right? Because we're just getting ready to rehearse this yet. So, yeah. So we have all this amazing talent, and wow, and just what an unusual thing. So we're actually going to have to pause a little bit after the roman, and reset everything, re-scramble everybody, and then make this piece happen. But I'm really excited. It's a really unusual piece. I think it's going to be good for the orchestra as well. Because instead of the safety of 6 first violins in 6 seconds, now you have 3, 3, 3, 3.
Yeah, we're all separated. And
you all have to get along and figure it out, and you don't get to, it's just not going to be as easy for you now. So
yeah,
I
know.
like this.
Thanks a lot. I'll take it as a compliment. But yeah, it should be an absolute blast, and I can't wait to see you this weekend. It is March 7th and 8th, of course, at the Broadmoor Community Church on the 7th at 7, and the 8th at First Christian at 2:30. So I'll see you there. We'll have some fun and dance.